Viewers and subscribers, welcome to CMR TV. If you haven't, just like the video, subscribe, turn your post notification on. But yo, let me jump right into it. Vybz Kartel case expose Jamaica corrupted system. And I'm gonna tell you why. Guys, did you know? And if you're following it, right? I've always talked about the corruption that happened in the X6 case. I know that brother walk. I barely got slapped on the wrist. I've talked about the Cuban light bulb, which took place when I was in primary school, resolved when I'm resolved probably 3, 4 years ago. But they use time to heal everything because they think that when you were 12 or 15-year-old when something happened, 5 years from now you're gonna be 80, you got no more care for that thing. And that is what happened. And then the brother would chop off the woman's head. They did nothing. You understand me? I can go on and on and on. They're friends who have get caught in a lot of things. They've done nothing but they pursue Vybz Kartel. And I told you this before. And I said, if Vybz Kartel is guilty, then fine. But why not give him a fair trial? Why, if he's so much guilty, why need to tamper with things? Why need to do it the way you... Because one thing I've learned, if you're a criminal, you're going to do it. So if Vybz Kartel is so much of a criminal, allow him to do a crime again. But you acted on what happened and fabricate or do whatever you did to convict him. Guys, let me tell you something. One of the judge asked the prosecutors them, say, yo, if this case was tried in Jamaica with all of what y'all did, they asked, because remember, the prosecutor lawyer where I represent them is a British lawyer. They asked him, if this was tried in England, what would have happened? Would you have the same view? Caught him right there. Now, let me tell you something, guys. We're not sitting here and I'm acting as if, oh, Vybz innocent or guilty, because I don't know. If this man is so guilty, give him a fair trial. You don't need to tamper with nothing. Again, look at this. They asked, and they said, the voice recording that they analyzed, the specialist said he got tampered with. His phone, the phone evidence, tampered with. They talk about the juror. They say, yo, listen, in England, I don't know the law in Jamaica, but I know even if there's not a law in place, I know that if there's somebody corrupt on a juror, we got to just stop it. You don't make 30 days pass and you have that same person on the juror. This just shows that what they wanted Vybz Kartel for wasn't about justice. They didn't want to prove Jamaica system or it was, no, they wanted him personally. I don't know whose car he stepped on Vybz. I don't know if you know this, but you read the books. You have to watch the cons and step on. Now, I like this, and I've called Vybz Kartel the Jesus to dancehall before, because this man represent the culture and stand up for the culture when every other artist who's benefiting from dancehall music, they never fight for it. But he has to always face the consequences of standing up or believing what he believes in. When them ban dancehall music, and him come out and him make sure say him speak out, very few artists do that. But you have everybody else will sing the same set of song, refuse to speak out because, oh, I'm afraid me have the brother up on my butt, I'm afraid. But Vybz did. And I've said this in a review before, and that's why I call myself Vlogger Prophet. Vybz is always the one making the sacrifice, and this case might have been the case what exposed Jamaica. And see, that's what's going on. Now, I'm not going to speak definitive and say, yo, listen, he's going to walk. But based on today and yesterday, it seems as if he has a high possibility. But you know what? We don't know. But when I watch it and I realize and I see what's going on, this is a personal vendetta against Vybz Kartel. This is something somebody in high places decide that he needs to do this. I remember, from 2011 him gone. So even if he walks, they still took from him and they're gonna still be happy. And there's no way, if Vybz Kartel is so much guilty, that you have to break the law to catch him. But don't do it for other cases. Why? So it leaves me to think, was Vybz Kartel even guilty? I've seen cases where man dep on the block, enough of y'all could testify on this. A man pull up and shoot up a block, an innocent brother upon the block, dead crime, come look for somebody or stop by or just dead there. Police come raid ends, and you pass through and heal up somebody and you get raid up too. Only if you find out say you're not part of the criminal, but you get raid up because of that. Viewers, when I hear Vybz Kartel lawyers speak, they speak not only with conviction, they speak that, yo, listen, I can't believe this really transpired in a country. I can't believe they really got this length for try to tear down somebody without following the rules. When they acquire Mr. Brown, Kartel Brown, acquire the documents from Digicel, he was never the authorized person. You understand what I say? So this shows me that they don't mind breaking the law for cartel case, but they should have done it for every other case. And the funny thing is, Paula, she just seemed as if a person that can't be trusted somewhat, some way. I don't know. And then the judge, I'm going to give you an example. Remember the X6 case? I like to use it because it pissed me off. The witness in the X6 case point out the police where they are trying, make him eyewitness somebody else and tell life on what him actually see. And he said to Paula before court, when they were going in court, Paula, that's the police that was trying to tell me the way. She ignored him, and then you know what she did? Instead of the police coming in court, the police about to come to court. And the morning of the trial, the police is not in court, and you realize that as she them do it. He said it on YouTube. I know me, I make it up, but him say it. So this leave me to think, guys, what cartel verdict will be. I mean, I tell her something, and listen to me. The privy can order a retrial, release of Vybz Kartel pending the trial. But they even state that. They said if they're going to go this length to be corrupted to catch a man, there's no chance he's going to get a fair trial in Jamaica. So the privy might not even come back and say a fair trial. He might say, you know what, even if you're not guilty, him guilty, I only cause him for what? Because y'all didn't do it right. And the funny thing is, I can't say him guilty if the evidence got tampered with. That means you tricked us, you manipulated us to come back with a verdict. A guilty verdict on cartel. So that pisses me off to the point, but I'm happy. And I said, Kartel of the Jesus Christ, the dancer, and I'm saying it again because he's the one I always sacrificing. I said, who remember in my vlog, when I say, one long time, when I cover the case, I say, Vybz Kartel case might be the case for expose some corruption we're going in Jamaica. You know, guys in prison right now, because them not have the money, because them can't bring them case got the Privy Council, because them can't hire an attorney, so them sit down in jail forever. But one thing Vybz Kartel I got to do, I got to fight for him freedom. So he's doing that. Guys, we don't know what the Privy Council is going to say. However, I feel as if they're going to rule in favor of him, whether it is a retrial, whether order to acquit him, whatever the case may be. But because they themselves notice discrepancy in the prosecutor's case. They themselves notice, remember, the vice note, when it got analyzed, they realized that, listen, this got tampered with. The phone, this got tampered with. The witness, first of all, he's a criminal, allegedly, or they said that he is. And if you promise to lessen this man's sentence, what do you expect him to say? So this leads me to think that everything that they present against Vybz Kartel, they had to manipulate it, manufacture it, just so it suit. How can you have the trial continue with a corrupted person upon it for 30 days? Oh, that means you already plan to give Kartel a guilty verdict. And nothing he said, you just did the formalities of giving him a chance for this and allow him to pay a whole heap of money for lawyer. When y'all knew no matter what the lawyer come up with, y'all was going to come back with a guilty verdict. Because he never had a chance. He never stood a chance from day one. So that left me to think, how can I trust the system? And when I say this, some people say, yo, no. I remember talking to a friend, I was like, yo, Vybz Kartel case, him not get a fair trial, and the guy killed me. Yo, da, 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 da. But just to see how the Privy Council is pointing this out and stating this is why he got his appeal, and they never was going to let him walk. They never. Vybz Kartel, let me tell you this. If they're willing to go this length, that means they're willing to kill you. And your life is at risk and you are in danger. Especially after today, Your life is at risk, you're in danger. You have to act accordingly and think accordingly. And even if you ever get an answer where you can walk free, bro, they took so much from him. This man is now healed. He was in his prime 2011. He has lost so much money. But he got convicted, so I don't think him can sue. But this just left me to think, who else in prison? Wrongfully convicted or evidence got fabricated or manufactured just to keep them there. And I believe every case this lady, DPP lady, Paula presides over and the judge was she work with for the, because it's the same judge and prosecutor for the X6 case. You need to question all of them cases now. All of them cases you need to question it. Because you hear saying Kartel is such an animal. But what are you to put these guys behind bar without the proper evidence? So if Vybz Kartel is that guilty, guys, then let it be. Remember what I say. If a man a thief, you don't lock him up on ear say, him a thief, him a go thief again. Just follow him, you catch him. A boy a murderer, he not just murder one time. He is a murderer. He a go murder again. Follow him. So if Kartel a criminal, you not have to wait for the one chance. You don't act as if, yo, this is the one chance we have and we're not going to get any more. And he has always demonstrate upstanding citizen. This man hire people in Jamaica. This man pay taxes. He does everything that a regular citizen does. But you know what I kind of had to? When Kartel come out and say Jamaica pussy world service. And then him start tap on some other can. And some other can. Read the book. You have to know who and who. You may get disgruntled. But I'm happy say Kartel case are exposed. And that is why I say him at the dancehall Jesus. Because he has to be sacrificed for the greater good. He has to be the one that goes through all of this. Because none of him other counterparts are that strong. And are willing to do that. And I have to tell you, just like the review I did many years ago, this man is resilient. Him come around, he's going to bounce right back. But if Kartel come around, one thing I want if you can ask him, brother, what you think are the reason why they do this to you? Because what is it? And they still win. I said this before again. I mean, even if Kartel what, they still won because they took 2011 from him. But they didn't win, if that makes sense, because now he got to expose them. Two, they can think of doing a retrial, because if they do a retrial, they're not going to give him a fair trial again. And they just got more time. And Vybz, this is the next thing. If you walk, because we're not going to speak definitive, we're still going to have to speak where it can be a yes and a no for you. But if you walk, don't be surprised they try to give you a next charge and put your name on it. Just so they can get you. Because they're going to be mad that the bigger heads rule over them. I used to be the one stating that, yo, let's get our own system, handle our own business. Get our courts in our own system. We don't need no privy council. But this just shows us that we need a parent over us, because when you as a child misbehave and tell lies and you don't want to be an upstanding citizen, you have your parent to school. Yeah? And that's what happened. I no longer feel like Jamaica need that level of independence because too much corruption. As a third world country, you need to be monitored by a first world country. Sad to say, a lot of you guys will be disapproving this message, but I am not saying this, and I just learned that too many cases happen where they behave reluctant, where they nonchalant attitude towards it, but they never showed that towards Kartel. That show me say it was more so personal of them going at Kartel. It is never about justice. It is never about, yo, we want convict you because you do something wrong. It was they don't care. They really don't care about Lizard. They really care say a Kartel them a try punish. They took so much from him. 2011, him youth them grew up. Just tours, money, music. You still never get the best of Kartel, even though you want to get things from him behind bar. Because he was never in the space of mind for giving him best. He can never be. No way say him have terminal illness. Kartel, just be careful. Your life is at risk. That's all I'm going to tell you. Because if they're willing to go this length to prosecute you and find you guilty, then they'll do anything else to knock you down flat. But it effed up. But I'm happy so that case here expose our Jamaica system stay. I'm happy. Because too much of it going on. And if Kartel walk and if he's guilty like you guys claim, it's you guys' fault. Because you never did the right thing. And if he's not guilty and you guys claim so by fabricating it, on a wicked for that too. Do your job and do your job right. It is not a PR move, Paula. Vybz Kartel case is not a PR move. Vybz Kartel case is not to make you bigger than who you are or known or become more popular. It's not. It's a man's life. And if you're not certain, do not punish somebody for what me think say, or me feel say, or me hear say. Punish a man because you know. Punish a man because the facts lead to that. Viewers, I'm upset because not only Kartel, but I know other people in a prison like that. I'm upset because they could have put the same effort behind the brother who chop off the woman head and the pitney them. And then the people them will get raped. They could have put out the same effort behind the X6 case and find the truthful killer. They did nothing like that, but act as if they're acting within legal rights as it relates to Vybz case. They did not either. I'm going to ask you now to leave your opinion in the comment section and who's following the case and the Privy Council hearing. Comment down below and tell us what you thought, what you think. But they have said some things and they have pointed out how much corruption happened, the fabrication and all of that stuff, and why the case should have been thrown out or even take actions when you found out that someone is bribing. When you found out that, listen, the phone this, the phone that, what is temporary, what change, what remove. Anyways, guys, see you more. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend about me. We're going to come again when we get more updates. I'm out.